When an express warranty is breached by a seller, how long does the buyer have to give notice to the seller of the breach to permit a rescission of the contract? That was the question in the case of the breeding bull that wouldn't. In this case, a rancher bought a registered Hereford bull at the seller's spring sale. The sales catalog contained the following statement: all bulls are guaranteed breeders. The rancher bought a bull named Battle Pioneer, a fine, strong animal with a good disposition. The bull was kept with 39 head of cows for 6 or 7 weeks that summer with no other bulls. The rancher testified that none of the cows were bred by Battle Pioneer, and that by the middle of August, the bull was taken out of the pasture and the rancher's old bull was put in the pasture and bred all of the cows. From November to January, Battle Pioneer was placed with other cows and again failed to breed any cows. The rancher did not tell the seller of the problem for over 10 months when the rancher finally wrote the seller. The rancher brought suit to dissolve the contract and to get his money back. The seller argued that the rancher waited 10 months to give notice of the breach and no offer to return the bull was made until that date. How would you decide this case? Should the rancher who accepted the bull get his money back if he waited 10 months to let the seller know the bull was not performing? We'll be back in a moment with the answer to that question. Did the rancher wait too long to give Battle Pioneer's seller notice after he discovered that the bull was not breeding? Yes, said the South Dakota Supreme Court. Generally, acceptance of goods by a buyer does not discharge the seller from liability and damages for breach of the warranty. However, if after acceptance of the goods, the buyer fails to give notice to the seller of the breach within a reasonable time after the buyer knows of the breach, the seller is not liable. Whether notice is given within a reasonable time is a question of fact. In this case, the evidence showed that the rancher was an experienced cattleman and knew early on that the bull was not performing his service. Yet he waited till the end of February to give notice of the breach. The court found that when the buyer knows of a breach of warranty, he must give notice to the seller within a reasonable period of time. Therefore, the rancher could not get his money back. Remember, it's a matter of law.